What's going on, guys? If you can hear me, say Patriot. That's on the screen right now. If everything looks good, video quality is solid, and everything just looks as it should. Let me get my broadcaster up here. That looks good to me. So let me link it out to Twitter and Facebook, and let me see if it's actually working the way I intended it. Madden 13 live stream live now. So, how's you guys' weekend been? It's getting there to be the evening now on Saturday. Of course, Easter's tomorrow. I'll be with my family most of the day tomorrow. And, I don't know what else I'll be doing. I'm sure I'll have, at some point, some time to work on videos. But, live now on Madden 13. Hopefully everybody's saying Pat and I'm not talking to myself. That would really suck. That would really suck. Let me refresh here. Is it working? Oh, is it working? I don't see anybody saying Patriot. That's bad. Ooh. Hurry up and play. I need to see if this is working. It says all my frames are encoding, and it's working. And I edited my stream settings the way you gotta do it. Are the comments just being slow? Hey, on my screen I'm live. That's all I'm gonna say. Can you hear me? Maybe comments are just super slow right now. Oh, now I see people saying Patriot. Comments were just super slow. Thanks YouTube for trolling me. Assholes. Fix sub boxes, don't worry about trolling me and slowing down my comment section. I got stuff to do. I got football to play. And then later on, guys, I'm watching this beast over here. I picked this up at Redbox today, Zero Dark 30. It was the best movie, I think, in that box to pick, so that's what I'm watching. Let's play football, though. Let's not worry about that. JSMYR. I'll be the home team. I'm the host with the most connection. 50 watching now. Yeah, this is a very short notice live stream, so I'm not sure how many to expect in this beast. And who should I play as? I usually base my team who I play as, like, if my opponent picks a low-rated team, then I got no problem going with a low-rated team myself. But if you want to pick a high-rated team like the 49ers, then I'll match up with you. That's fine. Tennessee? I can work with that. Tennessee. Who should I be? Buffalo, Cincinnati, Chicago, Minnesota. What's a good matchup here? How about Tennessee and Carolina? Hey, I saw like 2 people say the Panthers, so this looks pretty good to me. I gotta get some special uniforms for this beast, though. You know how it is. And the screen's going black because I hit the capture button. Nothing happened to the stream. Nothing happened to your internet connection. I'm just picking my uniforms now, and it should be back by now. Ooh, those are pretty slick. Is there any blue pants? Is there a chance that there's blue pants in here? Come on, give me blue pants. They gotta fix the colors. I like this setup here. Actually, that looks terrible. That looks better. Alright, let's play some football. Enough being the fashion guy here. Looking through comments here, just seeing what all's out there. Yeah, you're live. Yes, I hear you. We can hear you. God, that was so stupid. Kane, play me next, please. I've been trying for months to play you. I don't pick who I play. Like, I want to keep it as fair as possible. Like, there's at least, it said there was over 30 people online in my community alone. So it's hard, especially when you have a lot of followers, to get around all these requests. So the best way I think to do it is to go random. That way I have no control over it, and I don't pick favorites and leave people out that would deserve a selection, so I don't make selections. But anyways, we got Carolina, we got Tennessee. and hopefully I get a victory. We're going to get the football first. It's the ex-quarterback, Armonte Edwards, out of the end zone. Let's take us to the left side. Nowhere to go. Down at the 18-yard line. I broke my Xbox controller yesterday. Well, you can't be doing that. And I can't be doing that either because I got a brand new Xbox controller right here. I love this thing. I picked it up at GameStop. It was, you know, regular price as everything else, but it feels much better than the regular Xbox controllers. And it's just a lot smoother. And I don't have a controller deal with these guys or anything. I'm not saying that because I'm partnered up with them. Like, I have a little thing going with the Gamma Labs company. Oh my goodness, what the hell am I doing? Speaking of which, they hooked me up with a dinky shaker cup here. I like it. And some more G Fuel, which I needed more. Alright. We gotta play this the right way now. What the hell was that first play? I lived to play another down. Alright. Come on, Cam. I almost called him Evan for a second. Look at D'Angelo. Freeze frame. And here it goes. Wow, that didn't kick us out? I have a hard time believing that. Don't throw a backwards pass with Cam again. Oh my goodness, if that happens, it's going down. Alright, 3rd down and 8 now for Cameron. Lob it, Cam. Wow. Oh my god, you should have even caught that. And then you drop it, Lewis Murphy. I think that's why they signed him to a 1-year deal, I think it was. No hands. If you do the Parker Patterson series, would you live stream it? That's a possibility on the weekends, but mainly if I do it as a series, like it's something that's not that hard or doesn't take that long to make. Like all that gameplay and stuff was captured earlier today, and then I made the video in probably less than an hour. So I don't know. It would just be something to go on the weekends, and I like the new MLB baseball game quite a bit, so I kind of wanted to do something with it and not completely ignore it. So I can have some fun and you guys want something, then I want to try to bring it. But the thing is there, like, Road to the Show can be fun, but so can Diamond Dynasty. And with that being said, do I want to do both? I'm not sure about that. Oh, I like your shirt, Hurricane. Thank you. This is my favorite Gamma Lab shirt I have. I love this shirt. It's because of the back mainly. I'll show you that in a second. Hopefully you can see this. Looks pretty sick though. I wish the whole shirt had that design. Alright, 2nd down and 6. Here's CJ again. And Chris Johnson has a 1st down. But yeah, of course, I have to have the G Fuel ready for my live streams. I got into a game too fast though. I didn't get to fill up my shaker cup here. Or the... Why do you barely play Community? The past couple of weeks... Well, the week where I really didn't upload anything, I was really busy with schoolwork and stuff, so I didn't really do videos or anything then. And then last week, I probably could have streamed, but I mainly spent my time working on videos, and I spent a lot of my extra time working on my Let's Play channel because I'm trying to get that kind of established, and I'm getting subscribers over there. I'm really pushing it out a lot on social media, and I'm making content for it. So if you guys want to check it out, by the way, first line of the description is my Let's Play channel where you're going to see non-sports gaming videos over there. I may still put some sports over there. Like I thought about doing a Flash Jackson Jr. backyard baseball Let's Play, and I'd throw it up on there. But right now what I'm mainly doing... Oh god, Keekly, I got out of position. What I'm doing over there right now is a lot of Gears of War Judgment. That's a brand new game. I have a bunch of friends to play it with, and we're having a lot of fun with it, and I'm doing campaign right now. I'm thinking about recording some live overrun or something of us, because we have a lot of fun in our lobbies, and I think it'd make it for some good YouTube entertainment, so I may put some of that up there, but I'm working on that channel right now, and I'm trying to push it out so more people find it, and just to get it going. That's a new channel. It's like a month old now. You done with Mutt? I'm not done. I'm just not actively doing it anymore. Like after the Super Bowl ended, I kind of stopped. I had fun, but I didn't have... Well, it was fun, but I enjoy honestly playing these games more because less cheesing and no legends and just less stuff to deal with. I have more fun playing with these real teams, And that way, it's not always playing against 99 overall Marshall Falk and everything else. It's, hey, you get to play against Jake Locker. Regular old Jake Locker. Not Jake Locker Washington Husky edition where they put like 99 throw power on it. No, it's no special stuff here. It's just regular football players. Madden, pick a good play for me. I'm getting my drink ready. Getting my G Fuel taken care of. Okay, here we go. Come on! Oh, knock that away. Fourth down. I'm going to try out this mini shaker cup soon. Although it's just a cup. Just different size piece of plastic. Do you plan on making a mock draft this year? I think I will, because I already have a good idea of where I'm going with a lot of the selections. And I think I might have a better grasp of this draft this year than I did last year. Especially on... I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh my goodness, that went in! Do you like sneakers? If you mean like, do I like them and not just like wear them, I'm not really into sneakers. In the past 5 years, I think I've bought 2 pairs of sneakers. And first of all, I never call them sneakers, but I bought a pair of Jordans like 4 or 5 years ago, and I think it was 3 or 4 years ago maybe, and I still wear them now even though they're beat to hell because they're my shoes I wear in the winter. And then almost 2 years ago, come on D'Angelo, stay on your feet, there we go! I bought a pair, they're actually right behind me. If this doesn't, my leash doesn't let me go here, I can grab them. I have these Kevin Durant's. These are the only 2 pairs of shoes that I wear. I wore these ones for the first time this year, yesterday, because I don't wear them in the winter, because they'll just get dirty, and I have a pair of dirty shoes to wear in the winter already. I might buy some new shoes this year, but I don't really like paying $100 for shoes or anything, because the shoes I like are always Nike. What the hell? I stayed on my feet? Nike or Jordan, and I'm not paying that much for shoes, especially more than once a year. Which Jordans, I forget honestly which ones they are. I'm not a shoe guy. I could find out though. 3rd down and 7. Come on, Cameron. Need to get that first down yardage. Stevie Smith, first down, flying across the middle. By the way, those Titans uniforms are sweet. No love for Xbox? I think my next stream was going to be Xbox. This was just accessible for me right now, and it was just easy to set up. But don't worry, I got love for the Xbox, especially because I get to use this beautiful controller, and it feels great in my hands. Alright, now we're going to go read option. This could be good, or this could be bad. I'm going to go with Cam. I can't run read option, guys. I've watched, like, not enough college football to really even understand the option. Well, I guess there's a lot more read option in the NFL now, but I don't really care about it. Give me standard pro style, under center. Let's do that. Durant's are sick, yeah. I usually like Kevin Durant's shoes, and I saw a pair of Westbrook's actually a few months ago. Oh my goodness, no blocking. And I almost bought the Westbrook's. They were just like orange and blue, and I love them. But I think I want to get like a dark colored pair next, because then I don't have to worry about them getting dirty, because the Jordans I have are mostly white, and those Kevin Durant's are mostly white too, so. Alright, Cameron. 3:17 to go in the second. Steve Smith is wide open, but we need the first down. Just throw it long to LaFell. Throw it long! You suck! Catch the football, Brandon! Man, that's tough. Nortman to punt, and this is going to be a beaut as Captain Munnerlin get down there. Oh, wow! He went down easy. Hurricane, how old are you? Please answer. 20. When will the next Sammy Hollins episode come? I'm not sure right now. It's going to depend. I'm planning on getting either UTSA or Raiders out on Monday, and I haven't decided yet which one I want to do on Monday. And then I also am working on this big Madden 25 wishlist video. And it's not just one wishlist video you're getting from me. You're going to get multiple, because this one is a 16-minute review of Madden 13, where I talk about Madden 13 and what I want improved for the next iteration of the game. So I think it's the right way to go about it. I mean, I recap the game, basically say, okay, this is the Infinity Engine, this is what has to get better about it. And then the same thing with Connected Careers and Ultimate Team, and it's going to introduce a lot of upcoming videos where I talk about different things in the game, feature-wise, and for just more, to make things more user-friendly and just more fun. I have a lot of ideas. I mean, since the game came out, I've written ideas down on a notepad file on my computer. I update every time I get an epiphany, and I just keep expanding on it and write myself some notes about it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through that list, and I'm going to add to it some more, and I'm going to give you guys some wish list videos, because I like talking about my ideas for games and stuff. Do you like the Pats signing Michael Jenkins? I'm honestly surprised that he got signed by anybody, and I'm not sure if their plan is to see what he can do in training camp or if they actually have a role planned out for him. But he's still a good possession guy, and one thing about him is he's a very good downfield blocker. So, you know, he could be useful in that situation, although he's not a threat in the passing game really anymore. Never really lived up to his expectations when he was drafted in the first round anyway. Do you vote for the Madden 25 cover? I haven't since the first round. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll buy the game regardless. Popular vote's going to win anyway. They're going to give the popular player. I have a feeling it'll probably be like Russell Wilson or whoever's is like Colin Kaepernick available. He'll be on it. Give me Charles Godfrey. CJ, you're not coming through. You're not going to... Oh, he's not even going to try. Cook! Nice. Oh, you think the Chiefs will pick Luke Joeckel? I personally do right now. Yes. Oh, I can't wait for the draft, guys. By the way, I think it's like 25, 26 days. I have it on my tablet. Oh, my tablet's right here. I wasn't looking for it. One sec. I gotta play a football game quick. Oh! Wow! Nice catch. And he's hurt. There is 26 days left. Is that 26? See, one thing's telling me 26 and one thing's telling me 29, so I don't even know who to believe. We got 25 days once we get to next month. It's 26 days. Wow, that's a tight end in the backfield. I was going to hand it off to him or something. That's a sack. Wrap him up. Who is going to pick up Geno Smith? That's a good question. I'm really surprised that the way that everything's playing out right now and with reports, like the Cardinals and Bills seem like logical destinations, as did the Oakland Raiders, but from what I've seen, I can't be confident in any of those three teams to take them. Right now, I'm thinking Jacksonville might try to trade down and then draft him in like the 7th spot. I have to look at the draft. I think they could trade down and get him, honestly. Maybe even at the 10th overall pick. I think he goes. There's a good chance I think he goes past Buffalo, Oakland, Arizona. I think Jacksonville could trade down and get him and get some extra picks, and they need him. The important thing to note is that this front office has absolutely no ties to Blaine Gabbert because they didn't draft him, and that's terrible. Come on, guys, play some defense. Where do you guys think Geno Smith is going? NCAA tournament winners? Well, I wanted to see Florida Gulf Coast take it all, but that's not going to happen now. I want whoever's the lowest seed remaining to win in any round. Underdogs all the day. All the way. Where do you think Tavon Austin is going personally? I think Baltimore. He's not lasting that long. I think he could go to the Saints if they don't want to draft a pass rusher in the first round. I can see him going to St. Louis to replace Danny Amendola, although they have Chris Givens. I don't think the Vikings take him if he's available, but I don't know. 37 seconds. Well, oh my God, the big man got him. Come on, Armani. Let's see, Oakland. Yeah, I mean, he could go to Oakland because, well, the whole thing about Matt Flynn, you don't pick up Matt Flynn unless you think he can start. And luckily for the Seahawks, they drafted somebody who is better. So, MrHurriicane, I feel left out. How come? We're call timeout. Where do you think Manti Te'o is headed? I could see 3 teams: Chicago, Minnesota, Baltimore. Do I want him in Minnesota? No. Right now, I'm a lot higher on Arthur Brown. 2nd down in inches. We'll go short again. This time it's Murphy. 1st down to the 41. Are you going to make another mock draft? Yes. It's part of why we're talking about this right here. By the way, guys, hit that like button. We got 198 viewers and 27 likes. Steve Smith going long. He's going to jam. Oh, get rid of it, Newton. Lived to throw one more pass. Where do you think Marcus Lattimore is headed? I think he goes maybe 3rd round, maybe late 2nd if somebody really wants him. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to St. Louis, San Francisco, Green Bay, although that wouldn't be a Green Bay type of move. I could see almost any team taking him, really. Not the Vikings. But Pittsburgh, that's one. Let's just get on the board. Graham Gano. There we go. Why do you ask for likes? It's not necessary. Because that's how you get more people to watch the videos and more people to connect and stuff like that. That's why liking is partially there. That's how you promote your stuff and continue to grow it. Alright, so we're down by 7 now. It'd be great if we could get a turnover here because this sub package is getting me killed. I'm done with it. Does he go back to Chris Johnson? You bet. There he goes. 6 yards. Where do you think Cordarrelle Patterson is going? I can see a lot of options for him. I can see him going as high as Buffalo. And then I can see him going to Cleveland, St. Louis. I have to think through the entire order too. But he's not gonna. I do not expect him to ever be around to make it to the Vikings. He would be nice. The thing about Cordarrelle Patterson, though, is that if this was another wide receiver class, how much hype would he have? Because he's extremely raw. And think of a guy who was tall and raw last year, Stephen Hill. He went second round to the New York Jets. Now, Cordell Patterson may have a more impressive highlight tape, but we're talking about a guy with 1 year of FBS experience, an extremely raw player, and I've seen people question his hands. So, I don't know, man. He's going to go high probably because he's the best prospect, what people are saying anyway. But, I don't know. He's an interesting one because I think in any other year there wouldn't be as much hype for him. This is good coverage, too. Oh, you gotta pick that off! Second down and 10 now. Make him pay. Over the middle. Hurriicane! You drop it twice! Yeah, I like DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins would be a fine pick, in my opinion, at number 23 overall for the Vikings. I'm also pretty high on Justin Hunter. Just because, physically, he's what the Vikings need. Tall, fast, field stretcher. They're hard to come by. Minnesota's been battling to find that spot to get that filled for years. Since the Moss days, man. Those were the glory days. Oh boy, there's the pressure. How is this happening? Greg Hardy, 3 sacks. Do you think the Giants might draft Teo? Yeah. I mean, they got rid of Chase Blackburn. And I haven't liked their linebacker core for the past few years. Maybe since the days of Antonio Pierce. So, I don't think they take him in the first round, though. So, no, I don't think so, but I don't know. I've seen stranger things happen. Like A.J. Jenkins going first round. Ooh, Captain staying on his feet. Come on, Captain. Stop, start again, go to the 40. Now I can get the lead, hopefully. What positioning the Broncos will go with? I think they just go BPA, honestly. I think they go defense first round. Maybe a secondary player. Because the offense, like, I can't think of too many holes in that offense. And you know, you got Peyton Manning there, you got 3 good receivers now. I think they just go defense and try to replace Doomerville or get a secondary player to eventually take over for Champ Bailey or something. Denard Robinson's future, wide receiver, quarterback. I could see him being a halfback, wide receiver, returner, a role player, really. A guy with not a definite position necessarily, but a guy who just, they use him. Just try to use his strengths to the best they can. Come on, Cameron, let's use your strengths to the best we can. Up the middle. Oh, God, I wanted you to dive, Cam, but get the extra 5. No complaints. Let's go pistol, although I'm not a big fan of the pistol offense at all. Who do you think the Vikings will take after using their first round pick on a wide receiver? If that's the route they go, I think they go best player available. And they're likely going to go, I think, middle linebacker. D'Angelo Williams going outside. I could see him going linebacker, defensive tackle, or corner, depending on who's available. I think at their spot, they could be debating between Arthur Brown, Sylvester Williams, and Desmond Trufant. And in that situation, I think you go with Arthur Brown because the middle linebacker in a Tampa 2 defense is extremely important. And for now, the depth at defensive tackle is better than middle linebacker because there is nothing at middle linebacker besides a guy who was a 7th round rookie last year. Cam to throw. Greg Olsen. Tie game. I think the Broncos will draft Matt Barkley. No, they drafted Osweiler last year. They're going to groom him. Wouldn't be worth the pick. Plus, he may not make it that far. Alright, 10-10. Someone just asked what the Bucs should give up for Revis. That's an interesting question because they could be in a position where they can either use their first pick on a decent corner or they could trade for Darrelle Revis coming off of his injury. And that's a tricky situation there because not only do they need a one corner, they need multiple cornerbacks. And I don't know what their cap situation looks like or how many picks they have this year, but you're basically debating Xavier Rhodes or Darrelle Revis plus whatever else you have to give up for him besides that first round pick. I don't know. Do you play it conservative and just stick with your pick and try to get a corner? Because I expect him to go Xavier Rhodes first round. That's my mock to him right now if I had to make it. I think D. Milner gets snatched well before that spot. D. Milner definitely will not make it past the Buccaneers. I see a lot of mocks where D. Milner goes to Cleveland, and I don't think I'm going to end up mocking him there because they have Joe Hayden and they have other needs. I can see them reaching for Cordarrelle Patterson there if you want to call it a reach. I could see them getting Ezekiel Ansah. I could see them trading down, maybe most likely, because I think they could just trade down and still fill a big need. And it's a handoff to the tight end. That's interesting. That's very weird. As long as it's not CJ though, because he can run on this game like crazy. That sub package, man. Why do I keep choosing it? That thing kills me. Who do you think the Panthers will get? I can see them going defensive tackle first round. I've seen Sheldon Richardson being a guy that's mocked to them quite often. I wonder if Starlutalele even drops that far, honestly. Otherwise, I think safety would be an option, although I have not seen a safety mocked to them before. But Kenny Vaccaro, I can see. Tavon Austin, Cordarrelle Patterson. That defense, though, I don't think they're going anywhere until they patch that up. Unless they get a crazy offense somewhere. Which, in my opinion, they may be better off going with like a Cordarrelle Patterson because they need to get a replacement for Steve Smith being like the #1 target. And they also need to get some more options on offense. I mean, they got Steve Smith, Brandon LaFell, David Geddes, Joe Adams, Greg Olsen, D'Angelo Williams, and Jonathan Stewart, but I don't think they have a #2 guy that scares somebody. And on 3rd and inches, a handoff to the tight end again. Up the middle. Good for a first down. Craig Stevens. Do you like Mark Mariani? I do like Mark Mariani a lot. He got injured last year in preseason, and that ended his entire year. And I hope that he comes back, and that he comes back strong, because he was one of my favorite returners. Kuechly, I know you can cover. Don't let me down. Jake Locker, running for his life, doesn't know what he wants to do. Oh my God, Captain! Why? I have no idea where Matt Barkley is going. If you want my honest opinion now of where his most likely destination is, Jets? Maybe? I don't know, man. This is going to be an interesting draft. This is going to be very interesting, I think. I think it's going to be a very hard one to predict. Last year I had as many of my picks right in mock draft as Matt Mayock or Mike Mayock, whichever it is, from NFL Network. I think we both had like 5 or 6 right. That isn't very many, but that's how tough it is to choose this stuff. And the first 3 are always pretty easy, but as soon as someone makes a weird move, then the whole thing is just done. Wow! We can sack Jake Locker, no problem, but when it comes to stopping the run, we're dumb. Alright, I'm going to a 4-3. I'm just going to play this way. Oh, the Romo deal? Wow. Man, what is Jerry Jones doing? That's a lot of money for Tony Romo. And I don't hate Tony Romo. But why did you even think about giving him that much money? And Stevens again, the tight end, as he goes up the middle for a gain of 0. I have to watch my timeouts here too. He may be trying to kill the clock. What will happen with the new Viking Stadium? How do they pay for it? They got some taxpayer dollars and like scratch-offs or lottery tickets or something. I don't remember all the details, but all I know is that they had the deal in place. Just watch out for CJ. Quick pass. Oh no. That's going to be a first down. But now we can't get another first down unless I do a penalty, so we can't kill this game. I have 3 timeouts and there's too much time left. Do I try to defend the quick pass by going zone? It's a handoff. Middle. And there goes Craig Stevens to the 2-yard line. And I should use a timeout now, because I'm not sure if he wants to kill the clock. I could have let it run him down to like 30 seconds, but I'd rather have more time on my side if he's to score this play. I mean, nothing flashy here, probably a pitch to Chris Johnson. Indeed. Get him, Beeson! Boom! In the backfield. Where do you think Eric Fisher's going? Detroit. They just lost Godzer Chairless in free agency, and Jeff Backus has retired. D. Milner would be great there, and actually, maybe D. Milner is a better pick. That offensive line, man, that's brutal. But maybe you can fix it later in the draft. Come on! No! He's in! Too much speed. Nobody got off their blocks. Alright. It's up to my offense now. Is he going for 2 here? What's this? No. Hurricane think Eifert will go first round. Yes. I think somebody is going to end up... Well, personally, the best team for him to go to would be Green Bay, but they're holding on to Jermichael Finley. But they can still probably get Eifert, maybe. The Eifert Tower. Oh boy! Armonte Edwards! This didn't take very long. Down the sideline. We're going to run some clock. And touchdown. Almost sprung it once before we get it this time. Tie ball game. "44 seconds. Do not let him do it back to us." Good tackle. I expect nothing less. Well, that was quick, exactly. Detroit has Riley Rafe. That's definitely right. They drafted him early last year. Actually, I forgot about that. I know they used him as a third tackle last year quite often to help block, and they still needed a lot of help. Oh my goodness! Look at this! Down to the 41. This team has no secondary. Screw Cordell Patterson. This team needs a corner. Oh man. And now a handoff. Chris Johnson. Good tackle, though. Greatest play in NFL history. I'm not sure. I've seen... One of my favorite plays, though, is the Randy Moss lateral to Mo Williams. That's one of the best ones I've ever seen. And the Greg Lewis catch. One of my favorites. Has he even thrown it to Kenny Britt yet this game? Handoff. Chris Johnson. Kuechly, thank you for helping. You think Ziggy Ansah's a top 10 pick? I only saw a little bit of him, and I had no idea who he was or where he was projected. And when I saw him initially, I'm like, this is unimpressive. So I've seen him be ranked the best pass rusher. We'll see. I'm not high on him right now. And it's Chris Johnson again. And he stopped at the 36-yard line. Calling my last time out. 9 seconds. From here, it's a 53-yard field goal for the win. Or the go-ahead point. 9 seconds. Rob Baronis. Here it is. The kick is up. It is just inside. 4 seconds left. We already took one kick back. This is a squib. And we got to hurry up and get down. Time for one play. It's got to go 67 yards. Cam has a cannon, though. Alright, here it is. For the win. We gotta go all the way. Oh my god, you guys can't protect! I even left Greg Olsen in the block, I think. Didn't I? Yeah. It was a 3-man rush. Jeez, good game, man. God, this team sucks. No corners, no offensive line. That's why I didn't think they were going anywhere this past year. Man, I'm not on a great streak at all when it comes to my past few games on Madden Livestreams. I think I'm like 1-4 in my past 5. Man, we need to turn these fortunes around. Someone asked if I play team play. I'm not a big fan of team play personally. I don't really like it. I like to be in full control. Can't win with mine or Remy's team, can you, Hurricane? No, I can't. And I should be able to win with the Falcons, but I always get beat out in the very end. Tampa Bay, huh? Tampa Bay. I'm going to go with the St. Louis Rams. Why? Because they have Janoris Jenkins and Cortland Finnegan. That's exactly why. Because I can trust those guys. Look up quarterback Matt Brown from Illinois State. He'll be a future starting quarterback. Trust me. We'll see. I have never heard of him. You think the 49ers fan base are real fans? I think every fan base is real fans. Every fan base is bandwagon fans. Every fan base has bad fans that are unintelligent and just plain stupid. Every team has fans that are disrespectful, and no matter what, will say this team's great, this team sucks. Every team is like that, not just a certain fan base. I want the football. I want the ball, and we're going to score. Let me get my offense right, though, because I got to make sure I got my guys in place. Steven Jackson is gone, by the way, so guess who I'm not using? Danny Amendola, I guess I'm not using him either. Brian Quick, drafted 33rd overall. Come on, man. And all I care about is my cornerbacks. Cortland Finnegan, Janoris Jenkins. I'm a happy camper with them. Chris Givens. I liked Isaiah Peed too. He was the MVP of the Senior Bowl last year. And I thought he was going to have a pretty good season, but he didn't really do much. Daryl Richardson, I think, got more playing time. Alright guys, this may be my last game in the stream, so I gotta get a victory. I gotta give you guys the entertainment that you desire. We got Chris Givens back deep, along with Isaiah Pete. It'll be Pete out of the end zone. Let's get off to a good start. Let's bring back the greatest show on turf. Brandon Gibson left too. Oh yeah, that's right. He went to Miami. My options are so limited. Let me get rid of Gibson. I liked him too. I kind of wanted him to come to Minnesota, but I didn't think we were going to go for Greg Jennings. Wow. Brian Quick, here's your chance. These guys need a receiver badly. Who the hell is Raymond Radway? He's going to get to play. Raymond Radway. He's going to play in the slot, guys. I've never heard of him, but he's playing. Raymond Radway. Remember that name. Sam Bradford, hands off. Daryl Richardson. Come on, Levante David. No, that's Quincy Black. I don't know my numbers for them. Speaking of uniforms, are you disappointed the Vikings are changing uniforms? No, I'm not. I could really take or leave the current uniform set they had. It was okay. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. It was doable. Alright, 2nd down and 10 now. Sammy Bradford has to throw. Dumps it off. It's caught. Daryl Richardson, 1st down. Powering his way. A mini Steven Jackson, if you would. Brian Quick. What a lucky man. I want to swing it out. No, I don't. I want to lob it. It's caught by McNeil. Inside the 35-yard line, 26 yards. That's what we do. Do you think the Vikes will go super modern like the Seahawks or a less drastic change? I think they're going to go, I don't really know, but I think they would go with a more retro-looking look. A simple look. I don't think it's going to be flashy like the Seahawks, personally. Back to Daryl Richardson. Nice blocking up front, fellas. 7-yard gain. Are you going to do a road to the show at MLB 13? Well, funny you may ask, because I just posted a video like an hour ago or two of a road to the show character. If you want to go check it out, it's on my channel right now. His name is Parker Patterson. Raymond Radway is in the game, fellas. 2nd down and 3. Come on, lob it. It's intercepted. Oh my God. The guy covering Quick He's the one who picked it off. I hate when that happens, when it's a guy who was covering somebody else that makes the interception. I wanted Raymond Radway. Ooh, I like this 4-6 blitz. I got Robert Quinn, Michael Brockers, Kendall Langford, and Chris Long. That's nasty. Watch out, Doug. I'm gonna bring the pain train. Oh my goodness, pick that off. Chargers' biggest need in draft. That's a good question. From the Chargers, what do I go with? I think I go maybe defensive line. Man, they got quite a few needs though. Need a receiver, need a tight end, need to get corner. They need quite a few needs. And they might be thinking quarterback soon too. I can see them going quarterback first 3 rounds to get somebody that maybe will take over Phillip Rivers. Maybe they'll be in the hunt for a Tyler Bray or something. I like the Dolphins' new logo. That's sick. It's pretty cool. I'm not so fond of the Jaguars logo, but I've seen worse. Oh my God, he slipped off of James Laurinaitis. That doesn't happen. Hurricane, are you going to make the Vikings Stadium in Minecraft? Not sure yet. I am going to bring more Minecraft on my Let's Play channel, but I have played Minecraft for like not very long. Not very long at all. So I'm not ready to make anything big yet. Nice pass. Roscoe Parrish. Do you think the Vikings should pick up a free agent cornerback since Winfield is gone? I wouldn't mind. I think that I read that Brent Grimes is now taken, so I'm not sure who all is left besides like Nnamdi. And I don't think they want Nnamdi, so I don't know if anybody's really worth it. I mean, I expect them to go and pick a corner kind of in the first 3 rounds. They need one either way, honestly. Alright, so he's got a nice drive going here. First down and 10 coming from the 38-yard line. Do Browns go Milner or Cordell Patterson? Their front 7 is 6, so I'm excluding it. I could really see them going Patterson, but I think they may trade down. I think that they could definitely trade down pretty easily. Or they draft Cordarrelle, I think. Cordarrelle or trade. But the Bills may be waiting for Cordell Patterson right below him at number 8. What do the Browns pick at 5 or 6? That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Any cornerbacks you have in mind in the draft? I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings go with a combination in the first round that looks like Justin Hunter and DeAndre Hopkins. One of those 2 guys, and then Desmond Trufant. I wouldn't be mad at that. I could take a tall corner. Or Jonathan Banks. His hype's kind of died down, though. He's like a second-round prospect now. Ooh, Craig Dahl on Vincent Jackson. What the hell is wrong with this world? Oh, Cortland Finnegan! He just threw it to Josh Freeman? What was that? I'm so confused. Cortland Finnegan touchdown. Wow. Wow. He just threw a pass to Josh Freeman, I think. Will the Vikings take Mike Jenkins, cornerback? I could see it for cheap. I think he's 28 now, so he's not exactly like a 25-year-old that they can still have a lot of time to develop. He's almost 30. Still a lot of time to play in his career still, but I could see them getting him if it was for cheap. Like, I don't know though. I have to see what the deal with that Grimes got to see how much money he got paid. DeRay Ray will have an amazing career. I can't wait to play that Raiders later. I was gonna play it instead of streaming, but I'm like, I can always play that more tonight, and I can stream later on. So, or I can stream now and I can play later on. So I got on here to stream with you guys for a couple hours or an hour or so, just to have some fun. I mean, I like to do random stuff on the weekends, and I like to just be laid back and kind of do whatever I want. So if I have a Road to the Show video today, I do this fun little stream now. And then I'm going to go to work on Raiders and my big Madden wishlist video soon. Excited about a lot of things right now on my channel. You mentioned the Browns trading down. Could you see them trading down to your Vikings for the 2 first-rounders or a 2 and a 1, and the Vikings grabbing Patterson or Milner? Not for the price of 2 1s or a 1 and a 2. I could, for a 1 and a 4, maybe. The Vikings have 2 4s. They could give the Browns a first and the 99th overall pick. If it's worth it to the Browns, which I don't think it would be worth it to them. But that would be interesting. Very, very interesting. D. Milner for the Vikings, man, that'd be cool. I'd rather have D. Milner and DeAndre Hopkins or Justin Hunter than Cordarrelle Patterson and... Oh my God, Laurinaitis with the hops. That's a rebound. Get out of here, Josh Freeman. You think the Falcons will go after Jonathan Banks? We only have like 3 or 4 cornerbacks right now. I think they could, definitely. Do you know Chris Smoove? I know of him. I've never spoken to him. Busts in draft. I think Cordarrelle Patterson could end up being a bust. Maybe Ezekiel Ansah. Matt Barkley. I mean, it's too early to say, though. And I don't know as much as other people. Wow, that's a blitz if I've ever seen one. Bradford, what a throw! Chris Givens! Give him the business. See, Sam Bradford can be a good quarterback, but look at his receiving cast, look at his offensive line. Poor guy. Luckily, he has 2 legs still, and he can still stand. He may actually be a good quarterback one day, a great quarterback. He won't do it alone, though. That's been proven. See the first 3 years of his career. I think it's been 3. Do you think AP will break the record this year? How can I say no? Unless the Vikings' passing game is so good that they don't need Adrian as bad, he only gets like 1,700. I could definitely see him breaking it. I love Adrian. Stream preseason week. I'm not going to stream it. I'm making it like a traditional episode, but I think it's going to be really cool looking at how I structure it and make you aware of some position battles, and I show off the rookies. I'm excited for that, guys. I feel like a kid in a candy store right now being able to make those videos. I can't wait to get into the preseason and show off the rookies and Logan Cannon, DeRay Ray, Dyron Orr. Wow, it's going to be fun. Get some pressure. Don't let Martin beat you outside. Nice job, Craig. At least you only let him get 6. Thoughts on Vikes possibly winning the division? NFC North is going to be tight this year. To win the NFC North, the Vikings need to throw the ball better and defend the to pass the ball better and defend the pass better. Because you can't trust your running game to beat Aaron Rodgers. You just can't. The running game can be great when you have Adrian Peterson, but your offense can still struggle. How many offenses struggle when they have a great passing game versus no running game, versus a great running game and a mediocre passing game? As long as you have a passing game, you can compete on offense. And the Vikings, the running game is never enough when you're going against an elite offense like the Packers have. They won a shootout with the Packers in Week 17. They were very fortunate in that game. Okay, we're up 14 already. That's a short one. Get that block. Givens. Not much room, gets to midfield. Hurricane, when and where will Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, go? I honestly want to see him go to the Minnesota Vikings in the 3rd round. I think it's worth the risk. If he's around, take him in the 3rd round. Because the Vikings, they pick in the 3rd round. But they have the Lions' 4th round pick at the top of the 4th round, 99th overall. I think it's the 5th or 6th pick in that round. So if you take Tyrann Mathieu, you're filling a need that's left void by Antoine Winfield's departure. Plus you get to pick again in the next few picks. So it's not like you're taking Tyrann Mathieu as a risk and then, oh, we don't pick for a while. We better make this pan out. You pick Tyrann, and then you have a pick just like a handful of picks later. I want Tyrann Mathieu for the Vikings. If they put him in the nickel, let him just be the Honey Badger. Not tell him to be a shutdown corner. Just let him be a role player. That's what I want. That would be awesome. Oh God, I had circle wide open. I'll take 5, 6. You think Trufant will be available still in the Falcons pick? Yes. From the mocks and stuff I've been reading, if D. Milner goes to the Browns or the Lions, then you have an issue because I can't see Xavier Rhodes going past the Buccaneers, and then you have the Colts to pick, you have the Dolphins to pick, and the Dolphins could snatch Xavier Rhodes before the Bucs get a chance to. So Desmond Trufant could end up going to Miami, could end up going to Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, even Minnesota. So that maybe not. Maybe they have to think for more like a Jonathan Banks. Did I just run the ball? Wow, I gotta pay more attention. So when you talk and you play games, you do stupid stuff. I punt it like a beast, though. Should Dallas get Urlacher or Freeney? They should get neither. Plus, they don't have the cap room anyway. Not that those guys are going to be expensive, but they don't have the money. I don't see where Urlacher would fit. I think Sean Lee's going to play the middle in that 4-3, isn't he? Here we go. Quentin Michael! User pick! Turn it around! Worst division in the NFL. Alright, guys. Let me know who you think. What is the weakest division in the NFL? It's no longer the NFC West. Things have changed. NFC North, very strong. NFC South? It's kind of iffy. It looked a lot more competitive a year ago. Falcons disappointing, and the Saints coming off of a bad year with other head coach. NFC East, still very competitive, despite one playoff team and the rest all being middle of the pack teams. AFC North, you have the Bengals, maybe the top team there, with the departures that the Ravens are the deal with. I'd say AFC West is easily the weakest. You have the Broncos, and then a lot of teams that finished poorly last year. You have the worst team in the NFL in Oakland. You have one of the worst teams, perhaps talent-wise, in San Diego. And you have a team with a lot of talent in Kansas City, but won 2 games. Bradford long! It's hauled in by Givens! $244 viewers. I like it. By the way, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter and you like talking football with me, follow me on Twitter. I talk football on there all the time with people. People ask me questions about my opinions, and I love talking football. So if you don't already, I know most people probably do in here, but follow me on Twitter. In the description, 3rd line. Right below my Gamma Labs link if you want $5 off some G Fuel. I know I plug this every live stream, but I get questions about it all the time. And I really do like the stuff. I will never partner up or do anything with a company whose product I don't actually like. Almost to halftime. We're not even there yet. This seems to have been taking forever. AFC East is bad too, besides Pats. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Ooh. Yeah. Wow. AFC East, AFC West. Weak. NFC supremacy. Uh-oh. That should have been caught, probably. Not by me, either. Kane, I tried doing a safety on Road to Glory, and I never get chances to do tackles. I don't know if the difficulty is too high or too low. Did you have this happen before you started Sammy? Help. I never had this issue, really. I had like 100 tackles in his high school career, in his high school senior season plus playoffs. 11 games, almost 100 tackles. Part of it, you know, is just playing the run correctly, because that's where most of my tackles came. When I was able to get in the running game and cause disruption. And a part of it was my defense around me missed quite a few tackles. If you notice, like in my position battles at Clemson, there's like no missed tackles and I can't even get to the ball carrier. A lot of it has to do with the guys in front of you. The other part is being in the right place at the right time and kind of reading the offense and guessing what they'll do. Like if there's a heavy formation on one side, twin tight ends, I expect to run in that direction. And I'll cheat down a little bit and play 10 yards off the line, play a little bit of linebacker basically. And if there's a handoff incoming, then I'm gunning for it. Oh yeah, the new 3-star Blair Walsh card, Ultimate Team. I thought about trying to get it, but I don't play a lot of Ultimate Team anymore, and I'm sure there's a hard kicker out there to get. I do have the Fantasy Greg Zuerlein, though. I'm not sure that's a hard one to get, but that's maybe one of the harder ones, and probably more expensive now and harder to find. Ooh, overthrown. I think Kaepernick will have a good year again. I don't think his game is at all a gimmick, because he's a legitimate passer. Second down and 10. Oh, what am I doing? Deep ball. He wants Vincent. He won't get it. End of the first half. That's a question I have not given a lot of thought. I've already answered it once, kind of, and I don't know how well I answered. I can't remember what I said, but who will the Broncos take in the first round? I just don't see a glaring hole staring them in the face necessarily. Maybe they go offensive line or defensive line. I mean, Doomerville's gone, so you think about replacing him maybe. And probably safety or cornerback depth. We can all talk about Raheem Moore as his mistake. That's going to haunt him until he redeems himself, too. I don't know much about Alex Okafor. I don't really watch a lot of pass rushers because the Vikings never need them. I've watched a lot of receiving and some linebacker so far. Second down and 5. Swing it. And you swing. Oh, fumble the ball! And it's picked up by Carl Nix, and he's going to roll backwards, stop, drop, and roll for a loss of 13. Would you like to see Teo be a Viking because of Brinkley being gone? I don't really want Teo. I think I like Arthur Brown a lot more right now. I think he's more what the Vikings need because of his speed and athleticism. The Vikings, I don't understand why they put E.J. Henderson and Jasper Brinkley in the middle of a Tampa 2 defense. Those two guys cannot be trusted to cover the middle half, or the middle zone, the deep middle that the Tampa 2 middle linebacker requires. They don't have speed. They never had speed. They were downhill run blockers. Give me Arthur Brown or somebody that can run. A fumble again? What a catastrophe! Chris Long. Come on, guys. We're going to block this punt. Come on. At the 1 yard line on 4th and 30. Block it. We got to get the block. Not quite. Good punt, though. Givens, you want it. Oh, Givens. Uh-oh. God. As soon as that first guy missed, I was thinking big play. That's a really good punt, though. Went way too far. On 1st down and 10, Samuel Bradford. I'm not even sure if his name is Samuel. I'm assuming so, though. Handoff. Daryl Richardson. 6. When and where do you see Manti Te'o going? I could see 1st round to Baltimore, 2nd round to Baltimore, or 2nd round to Minnesota. I could also see him going to the Giants and the Bears. Or the Bears. But I wonder if a team is willing to waste, or not, I shouldn't say waste, that's a little prejudgmental, but I wonder if a team will spend a 1st round pick on him, honestly. Wow, no pressure. I feel like I'm just, okay, this game wants me to win. I'm not allowed to lose this game, I think. Everything is just falling my way. I just point, boom, that guy's done, boom, catch. I feel unfair. Oh boy! Nice D. Better than I thought it would be. Yeah, Alec Ogletree, he's in the same boat as Arthur Brown. Minnesota, Chicago, New York. I have not seen Matt Scott. First time I heard of him was like 20 minutes ago when somebody kept saying to look at him at Iowa State, or Illinois State. Whoops. Good pressure. Now it's 3rd and 7. Brad Ford. I don't know Brad Ford. Third down and goal. Rolling. Fires off the mark. Intended for Raymond Radaway. It seems that Green Bay can't keep a wide receiver for a long period besides Donald Driver. They do a good job of producing multiple receivers. I mean, Jordy Nelson wasn't a great receiver from his first year on. I mean, he developed over time, and now he's a very solid outside threat. Big possession receiver, can make physical catches, and can also stretch the field a little bit. But yeah, Javon Walker left. He was a guy who was on the rise until he killed his career by going to the AFC West. And then there's Greg Jennings, obviously. Driver stuck around for quite some time. Remember Javon Walker had a stint here in Minnesota for a preseason. I don't know who that guy from Auburn is, Chris. I've heard of him, I just don't know anything about him. Lemonade? Lemonade? I don't know. Lemonade? Pitching a shutout right now in the 3rd quarter. That's a nice throw to Vincent Jackson, though. What do you think of the 2nd-year quarterbacks? It was definitely the year of the quarterback. A lot of guys taken early, a lot of guys started early, and a lot of guys succeeded. It's interesting because part of this, the success, it makes it so less teams need a quarterback going forward. And so there are teams now with quarterback needs and teams that are bubble. You mean that may need a quarterback soon, like the Vikings. Maybe they'll need a quarterback soon. The Jaguars are another bubble team, but teams that definitely need a quarterback: Arizona, Buffalo, Oakland. I just think, like, We see all these young quarterbacks having some success. Even Ryan Tannehill wasn't bad last year. You could say the Browns need a quarterback too because Brandon Whedon's like a million years old already. But I'm wondering what it's going to do in the long run, because if more of these rookie quarterbacks pan out, then there's going to be less need for quarterback. And the revolving door is not going to work in a way where so many quarterbacks succeed and then so many quarterbacks fall off. More are succeeding now than are falling off, I would say, and so I wonder what it's going to mean in a couple of years. How many quarterbacks will be taken in the first round?
Under.
4.5 to play here. He wants to get on the board. He puts Doug Martin slot right, and he fires it middle. It's caught. Fumble! Oh my goodness, I almost had that one.
Under.
Do you think Harrison Smith will have a great year if he stays healthy? Hell yeah. Harrison Smith was one of the best rookies of the year last year. Defensive rookies. I think I would have given him highest, maybe third in defensive rookie of the year voting. I would have put Kuechly and Casey Hayward above him from Green Bay. Casey Hayward did nothing but make plays and interceptions. I wanted him to go to Minnesota, but he was taken just before they took Josh Robinson. That's a touchdown. Deion Jordan versus Ziggy Ansah. I like Deion Jordan a lot more, and I don't know about Ezekiel Ansah. I'm just not impressed. It takes a lot for me to be impressed by a pass rusher because I think it's a very overrated position based on the guys who get hyped. Because, yes, pass rushers are so... They make big plays. They get all the glory despite... They can make one good play a game and people consider them good. One sack is all it takes. You can suck the rest of the game, but if you get one big sack, people praise you. And that's why I'm not big on pass rushers unless you're on the level of DeMarcus Ware. My standards are pretty high. I think okay and decent pass rushers are a dime a dozen, but elite guys, those guys stand above all. DeMarcus Ware, Jared Allen. Last year wasn't a dominant year. He played with an injury all year, torn labrum in his shoulder. But the elite guys definitely stand out. But, you know, as far as decent guys go, I could take him or leave him. Nice job, Daryl Richardson. First down and 10. We'll swing it out. It's Lance Kendricks going for those powers all day, baby. Truck stick for days. Who starts in Buffalo? Kevin Cobb, rookie, or Tavares Jackson? Wow. That is one hell of a sad debate. We're talking like Mike Glennon, Ryan Nassib being drafted there, or Kevin Cobb or Tavares Jackson. Just flip a three-sided coin. I could see Cobb or the rookie winning, not Tavares. Oh yeah, Bobby Wagner was great last year as well. Is J.J. Watt elite? Definitely. He's a disruptive force. So look at a decent pass rusher. Like, I would say Cliff Averill is not an elite pass rusher. Cliff Averill, what he does on the football field compared to what J.J. Watt does. Yes, one's a 3-4 defensive end, one's a 4-3 defensive end. But they both can rush a passer, and J.J. Watt can do so much more, and he's so much more valuable. That's why Cliff Averill, take him or leave him. Wow, I'm being chased. I want the Vikings to trade up for Alec Ogletree. They may not have to trade up for him, but I don't think I would trade up for him because Arthur Brown I think you can get at 23 as long as, I don't know. Do the Bears pass on him? And so do the Giants? One of those teams I think takes linebacker, and I don't think Teo is going to be the first guy taken. Who is going to be the first inside linebacker taken? Is it going to be Arthur Brown, Alec Ogletree, Manti Teo? Kevin Minter, I guess you could throw into the mix. Hell, A.J. Jenkins went first round last year. I got to count everybody. I wouldn't consider Paul Kruger elite yet. I would consider him above average. He got paid a lot of money, though. 2:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Ooh, what's up with Freeman's accuracy right now? Bengals take Ogletree if he is there, I hope. They just re-signed Ray Mawaluga, so I don't think they will. I do think Alec Ogletree could definitely be an outside linebacker, though, in a 4-3. So you could have, like, Vontez Burfict. Did they lose Thomas Howard to Buffalo? I think so. You could go, like, Burfict and Ogletree and put Mawaluga in the middle. That wouldn't be bad. I want to see the Bengals really get another playmaker on offense, though. Tailback or wide receiver. A.J. Green can't do it alone. They've tried twice in the playoffs. They need more. More firepower. Chris Long almost got to him. Oh, nice catch on the sideline on fourth down. We're going to the sideline a lot. Almost too much. Deep ball, it's intercepted by Quentin Michael. Those holes that were open with a team like Carolina were not open with the St. Louis Rams. This secondary is so much better. Being a West Virginia fan, when and where do you see Geno Smith and Tavon Austin going? I thought that Geno Smith would be a Raider, but now there's this talk about Matt Flynn going there, so I don't see Geno going there anymore. I think Arizona's an option. Philadelphia could be an option. I don't know. But Tavon Austin, I could see him going as high as to the Rams or the Saints or the Panthers. And as low as somewhere in the first round, definitely. But I think one of those teams gets him. And the other guy there that I don't talk about often enough is Stedman Bailey. And there was a stat put out called clutch receptions, which is stats for touchdown catches and first down catches. And Stedman Bailey was like #1 last year out of this draft class in the clutch catch category. And I've seen some of his play because I've watched Geno Smith's highlight tape and some of his film. And what stood out was obviously Tavon Austin and Stedman Bailey giving him great targets to throw at. Stedman Bailey could be a bit of a steal because there's almost no hype around him, and there's like 8 to 10 guys I could see drafted before him. I think he's a decent number. I think he could be a #2 receiver, or he could be a complimentary #3. I think he's going to go in the 3rd round, and I think someone's going to get a pretty good player. Will Star Lotulelei be a top 10 pick? It depends a lot on Sharif Floyd, because Sharif Floyd right now is a safer pick because of Star's heart condition. So I think Oakland might go in draft Sharif Floyd first, and then I could see Star even dropping down maybe to Carolina. Ah, another interception. Unfair. Trumaine Johnson. He was rookie out of, was it Montana? I think. Ryan Swope. I think Swope's going to be a 4th round guy. I know everybody's in love with his 40 time right now, but I turn on his highlight tape just to see who is Ryan Swope. Don't expect him to fly like a Percy Harvin. He is not going to fly like that. He had a great 40 time, but he's not 4.3 football fast, or whatever his time was. What in the hell? Don't get hurt. Do you think the Eagles will get E.J. Manuel? I could definitely see that in the 2nd round. But then you got to think of another team ahead of them wanting to take him or trading up. I think if E.J. Manuel was there in the 2nd round, maybe they take him. And I wonder if they try to trade Nick Foles during the draft or something. I would. I don't think Chip Kelly even wants to hear his name. Oh, good game, man. My team did everything right. That's all I'm going to say. I'll give you a punt return, though, to have some fun with. I'll let you run for a while. We'll see if we can track him down. I'm going to get him. Ooh, nice spin move. Oh, look at him go outside. He thinks he's going to score on me now. No. Good game, man. Is there any team you hate? No. Did you watch the 98 NFC Championship today? I will never watch that game. No. Being a Vikings fan, I can't do it. Should Carolina get Kenny Vaccaro? That's not a bad option, but you can get a cornerback there that they need more. If you can't man up against Roddy and Julio, you're not going to beat the Falcons. Who deserves a thumbnail for this video, guys? I think Chris Givens, personally. Or we could go Cortland Finnegan. What do you guys think? Cortland, Givens, Bradford, Laurinaitis and his rebound he snatched. Need to get a thumbnail for the video, though. Cortland, Givens. Only seen 2 comments roll in so far. I'm going to see what I got to work with, though. That's not bad. Where's that touchdown? Still only see 2 comments for it. Finnegan, Laurinaitis, People Power. One more game. I'm actually going to get off after this. After I get this thumbnail, guys. I'll go with Givens. I'll show the receiver some love. He was solid last year out of Wake Forest. Look at that. Mean face. He's got a touchdown, but he's still angry at something. Maybe he didn't like being drafted in the 4th round. God, why does it gotta be so... I just want to get in between. I want to get a good picture. That's good enough. Alright. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it a night for streaming. Thank you all for coming and having a good time and talking mainly NFL draft stuff. The draft is coming up in less than a month. I'll have some draft stuff talking about on my channel, maybe my blog a little bit. And so, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and I'll have some more videos coming up this week, definitely. Watch out for the wishlist video. Check out the Road to the Show video I posted earlier. I want feedback on that. I would really like your guys' opinions. If you want, in the description below, you can follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my Let's Play channel, or go check out the Gamma Labs website and get $5 off your order of G Fuel. Or if you want to check out their pre-training formula, I really don't know much about that, but you can get $5 off your order as long as it's not the sample packs. Use my coupon code CANE, C-A-N-E, at checkout and get $5 off your order. I really do like this stuff, guys. It's good stuff. It's all natural energy, no sugar. It's awesome. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. See you next time.